Welcome back. Our hot topic for today is New Year, New Me, or Same Me. As the new year begins, everyone talks about resolutions, fresh starts, and big plans. But do people really stick to them? And do we even need to change? Is the pressure of reinventing ourselves healthy or even necessary? What do you think, Dapewa?
I don't know what I think at this point. I feel like, when you have a quote and then, there's one that says, live your life, you only live once, don't worry about tomorrow. And then people are like, you need to take care of your tomorrow. You can't just live like there's no tomorrow. I think it also depends, but we put so much pressure on ourselves.
Yes.
I think also the same way Miss Beatrice, mentioned, we want to live lifestyles that we cannot afford. You see someone buying a Bentley, you also want a Bentley, but you can't even afford a Bentley. What do you think?
Well, I think, why do I have to wait for a new year to reinvent myself? Why does every new year have to come with new year, new me? Why can't I just reinvent myself during the year? Why can't I just stop habits that I see are not doing me well during the year without having to wait for 1st of January, 31st of December to cut people off, and then 1st of January, new leaf, new year, new me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have the whole year, 365 days. I think it also perhaps comes with age. I'm turning a new age this year.
Oh, yeah.
Life is going to be different for me. Or, because perhaps every new year is a start of something. It's a start of a new school calendar. It's a start of a different calendar year. So people feel like this is, a second chance to prove myself. But we have each and every single day to prove ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I also think maybe if there are things that I would want to do differently in the new year, it would probably be new goals that I set for myself, but not necessarily completely reinventing myself or cutting people off that I've been talking to for the whole of the last year. And now I feel like, okay, these people, now only I feel like these people have not been doing me well. So, okay, I'm going to cut you guys off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when it comes to New Year, New Me, I think maybe new goals, new plans that I have for myself, definitely those.
Do you sit down with yourself and, write down new goals for the year and resolutions? Or are you the kind of person that's like, you know what? Life continues. Let's see where this takes me.
I actually sit down with myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do a little reflection and I'm like, these are the things that I achieved in the previous year, and this is something, or these are the things that I actually want for myself in the beginning of this year, and then I actually write them down. And at the end of the year, I reflect and I see how many things did I achieve from the ones I wrote down, how many did I not achieve, do I really still want to achieve the ones that I didn't achieve, or are we going to go on with it? So that's what I do.
Yeah, I also do the same. I write down goals. Unfortunately, this year I had to write down my goals exactly on the 31st. So I'm not sure how realistic they are, but I still need to sit down with myself and see, if am I going to achieve this? Am I not going to achieve this? Am I putting unnecessary pressure on myself, or what is happening? But we went over to our social media platforms and we asked you, our viewers, like, do you usually make New Year's resolutions? And 138 of our viewers said, always. 254 of you said sometimes, others said rarely, 98 actually said rarely, and 118 said never. How do you never make New Year's resolutions for yourself?
Yes,
What do you live life as it comes, or what happens in that regard?
What is the plan for the following year?
I feel like we need to put down a plan and see, how best we can make the next year or the new year,
exactly,
exciting, something to look forward to, challenging yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we also asked our viewers, do you usually make New Year's resolutions? And the first one was always, where 131 people voted for it. And then the second option was sometimes, where 242 people voted for it. And then the third one was rarely, and 95 people voted for it. And then the last one, never, 114 people voted for it.
All right. How long do your resolutions usually last for? That was another question we asked our viewers. Well, some said all year. 216 basically said all year. 145 said a few months, a few weeks for 40 people, and 52 people said until the 2nd of January. How long do your resolutions usually last for, Rochelle?
Okay, there are some resolutions that I make that are a bit delusional. So those ones would probably last for the first 2 months. But like the ones, for instance, if I say I'm gonna cut off on sweet stuff, or I'm gonna cut off on Coke, it will only last for the first 2 weeks of the year. Trust me. And then there are the realistic ones that would go at least for the first 6 months of the year. If I see that I'm not able to reach them, or I haven't reached them this far, then we, reshuffle, we change.
Yeah.
Yes.
As for me, it just happens as time
As you
goes.
go.
You have some that you can perhaps reach in a month that were basically set for the entire year. Then you have some. I have a certain goal that's from the year 2020 that I'm still carrying to 2026.
Yes.
Yeah. So no pressure there.
All right. We also asked what kind of goals work best for you, and the first option we had was big life change, changing goals, and 109 people voted for it. And then the second option that we had was small realistic habits, and 227 people voted for it. And then the third option we had was a mix of both, and 145 people voted for it. And then the last option we had was I don't like goals at all. Only 20 people voted for it.
I understand them. There's so much pressure. But also for our last question for our viewers was, which mindset do you agree with most? New Year, fresh start, 305 people voted for that. We also do have I can restart anytime. 394 people voted for that. I am fine as I am. 56 people voted for that. And I'll decide later. That is from 34 people.
So yeah.
Yeah. Which mindset do you agree with most?
Okay. I can restart anytime.
Same. I can restart anytime. My mother usually has this thing of, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is, she will say good morning to you.
Wow.
And that good morning basically means it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Feel free to start your day. Even if you had a bad day, like from maybe 8 to 1 when it's lunchtime.
Okay.
And she says good morning, you know what? It's still fine.
You
Start
can
off the day from 1
yes,
o'clock.
wow, I love that.
So you can have like a good day throughout.
Wow.
So whatever time you want to start and refresh yourself and cut off people, new year, new me, I'm not the same person I was a minute ago. That's fine, do you?
Perfect. If you want to start the year in March, awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
Well, with that, we have come to the end of our hot topic for the day. Do not feel pressured to do anything that you do not want to do. And also, my favorite saying is, it is your own race. Do it at your own pace, in your own lane. And with that, we have come to the end of this week's edition of the Daily Roundup. We'll be back again next week, same time.